The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage.
You tricked me! Both of you!
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence!
Time to end this.
If you acknowledge the gods, start praying.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist. My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and accord. But one must have,
Rather not bicker about taste. Don't like to.
This particular Witcher has an inborn intolerance for formal occasions. Yet he's to attend just such an event shortly. I expect that's the source of his prickliness. So try not to take things personally, Master Taylor. Rather...
all that being as it... The Duchess cannot be expected to...
Huh.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because they refuse to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to.
Count on it. Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. Syanna planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of...
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Syanna's in the palace.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black... He was the one to pass the victim...
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making
While you basked in glory and tried on new... I began by concocting... I'd observed that among street folk, and, of course...
the letters.
When the Bootblack arrived to collect his bucket... He admitted he'd handed Dettlaff the letters. He knew this...
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yet. Or if you...
Promise to be careful.
Oh, it's the sort...
Need to ask you something.
Yet again?
Guess they could.
Then I shall take...
Clean boots.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better...
Man in the
Why, of...
If you're about... How'd you get those letters?
Becker's...
Why didn't you tell us this?
You didn't ask...
Beggars.
Why, 4...
Just 4?
I can't count...
Remember anything else?
What? Oh!
Kid, my patience is... Where'd they get...
I don't know.
Geralt, allow me to... But you must...
Well,
Where's that?
Thanks, kid. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
I saw a dead man yesterday. Smelled funny and had no eyes.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent district. We need no filth folk running about.
To talk.
Here, that gentleman. Either get scram.
Decent folk.
Why?
Hell,
Hear that?
We should step...
Witcher. Fucking twit. Not a witcher.
shut up and fight. Damn it!
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time. I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason.
What did they want?
They are neighbors. I do not oppose going in.
What is this place?
You could call.
You help them, why?
Because they need help.
Need some information.
The boot black.
Any of your,
Forgive me. You can question them.
Sure all your you...
They're not obliged to come, of course.
Thanks. We'll wait.
My dears, have a matter...
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters.
Does anyone know?
Why should I squeal? We were all...
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter.
I got one too.
I still have my...
It's a matter of importance to the Duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you. Plain and simple.
But I was to the...
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest.
All right. Take it.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duquesa. It seems we underestimated Syanna rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Syanna planned it from the start.
Indeed, the logical...
For obscured the victim's links to Syanna.
Had she managed to fulfill her... She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Syanna murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose.
Seems a bit...
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every... Some philosophers think empiric... I believe you mentioned...
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much... One way or another, she's locked up. So, meet up once it's over? Assuming you'd rather not...
You assume correctly. I shall await you at...
Skin scrapings around here. At least the weather's pleasant.
Wanna go to the port? Maybe there's some new ships.
La 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 la
I never knew vampire exterminations could be so hard. I've worked up quite the appetite.
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
Up, shoop, dum, da, re, re, up, shoop.
Bodge my bum. Vampires. Real life flesh.
Shady cat shone in its
Night,
eyes of
love,
gold,
and wine
and counting time.
I've 3 couplets,
Oh.
none of which are suitable to show myself.
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
Damien,
Geralt, it's about time.
got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Syanna's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. I thank you, Witcher. Let's begin this. In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, We come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we...
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the witch in more familiar terms now. I thank you immensely.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise. The gustatory
I am, and truly great. It's Syanna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Dettlaff.
This cannot be true.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall... You returned my sister to me.
I'm not.
You exaggerate with...
If my presence allows...
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister. And my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me. As one impartial, I shall now hear what he has to say.
Your Grace, as head of state, you should look first and foremost... Syanna's actions, what drove them, be damned. She's a threat to your subjects.
You are correct. Syanna. As Duchess, will you forgive me?
I shall never forgive you.
Triple kill.
Need some flour.
I've none. should come as no shock, sir. But she liked common roses.
No one suspected Sianna'd be merciless. Not Damien, not me. Least of all the Duchess.
I know you.
Mm-hmm. Could say that.
Wait here. Take these.
Thought you were out of...
I put a bouquet aside.
How much do...
Not...
What was that?
I would kill for a bite.
To bury the murderous lass in one crypt with the Duchess.
Blimey.
It's not decent.
Matter or no, she was the Duchess's sister, shared her blood. She should lie with her kin. That Witcher's rather handsome.
Witcher, I was certain you'd departed.
Couldn't. Anna Henrietta was...
Wondrous. Beautiful.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one expected Sianna to do that, persist to the end. And none of us did anything to...
I suppose you are right.
Come to pay my...
White roses. They were...
What? Who...
The Regent's Council. A pack of...
And all this... What did it bring you? Rest in peace.
Triple kill ending.
I regret it ended this way, that I failed to prevent it. Hope you can forgive me. Rest in peace.
Stylish crypt, quite subdued. Yes, this is the kind of eternal resting place I dream of.
Moments like this, I never know if you're joking or serious.
Serious, Geralt, serious. It's remarkably peaceful, subtly charming to the hilt. A perfect match for the Duchess's dignity. Ah, you humans, you'll never cease to amaze me. To feel despair in the face of natural processes to which you are predestined. I've come to take you from this place, my friend. Dare say you deserve a speck of respite after the mad whirl of the last few days.
All those deaths I failed to prevent. Feel pretty awful right about now. Now Toussaint's left without a ruler, or more accurately, chaos rules here. Hand in hand with despair. Duchess won over people's hearts.
A mass outburst of emotion. Well, it seems her subjects have adopted some of their recent ruler's traits.
Why the sarcasm? Thought you liked Anna.
I did. And I do truly rue her passing.
Me too.
Then let us drink.
Always seemed to me you were a very
There exists...
Whatever you say about Siona, you gotta admit, she was unbending.
That she was. I do admit it. Though, in her case, it would have been better if she had been attacked.
True.
How do you find...
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna Diavol.
Fascinating.
Indeed.
You decide to go...
I'd never believe...
If you think it's a good idea...
Ah.
Thanks.
This moonlight... makes me oh so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... Oh, how anything can look interesting.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire, after all. Damn it, where'd you go? Regis! Damn it, where'd you go? Regis!
You raise your hand against the vampire! You shall die for that!
I did what I had to do!
Those Bruxae, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it.
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule. An unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme.
Not...
Then it is high time you started your education. After all... a trifle. That will... Incidentally, have you...
Know what? Think I just... But one day I'll want to see...
Oh, stop, please. So... I can remember a night, not too far.
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so...
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances like Mamoon's.
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could...
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Smooth ending.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage.
Halt!
Need to see Siana.
In the matter of?
Need to interrogate her. New facts have come to light. Need them explained. Seems she was planning your Duquesse's assassination.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly erect.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it.
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead.
Siana, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? No, she's no longer in danger.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me,
Siana, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of a Thousand Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you? Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Syanna.
Commander de la Tour would...
Let's go. Want to see him too. Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. I hardly feel it anymore.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Syanna's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Silvia-Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits. In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sonrial, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Syanna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Detloff. You were to be the beast's 5th victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Syanna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister. And my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common... Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were... Thus I have asked Geralt.
Bitterness consumes Syanna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Syanna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would... The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fact... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, damn it. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down, then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal...
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear... Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilf... And which you set afire... Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not...
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace. Supposed acts of cruelty. Inappropriate They cast me out. But you, the only one...
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
Best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint.
Rude ending.
Not so fond of Toussaint.
Oh, this... How do you find...
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the...
Fascinating.
Indeed.
If you think it's a good idea...
Ah.
Thanks.
This moonlight makes me, oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... Oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire, after all. Damn it, where'd you go? Regis!
You raise your hand against the vampire! You shall die!
I did what I had to do!
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. That is why I...
Not much.
Then it is high. That's right. Incidentally...
Know what? Think I... But one day I'll...
Oh, stop, please. I can remember a night, not too far from...
How could it not? We just...
our...
Seemed like a...
Appearance...
What about you? Any...
Distance.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not?
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Vermentino, this for another.
Man who
Get
dare
out,
not
come here.
down some
Let me...
red... Who would have thought? Knights trading in wine while some... Guards the common folk.
Get going.